And welcome back to this warm and cozy set here. Michael Wright, Executive Director of Carolina Strive, my guest. Michael.
Pleasure to meet you.
Appreciate your look. Some people just walk into a room and they just like light it up, and they have that energy, and you're just that aura that they call it these days. Mike, you got that. Like, you just came in and just the energy that you have. I can tell this is going to be fun talking to you. Executive Director, I hope you are. Have you got all your Christmas shopping done?
Not yet. Not yet. And I'm ashamed to say it.
You're supposed to say most of it. Even if you barely, you're supposed to say, oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I've got most of it done, right? Of course, I would never be one of those out the day before Christmas buying those. No.
Jingle all the way.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Michael, you're the Executive Director of Carolina Strive, and I appreciate you taking the opportunity to be with us today. First of all, I'd like you to give an introduction to yourself. I like my guests to come on and tell people who they are, how long they've been in the area, where they were born and raised, and then kind of lead that into how Carolina Strive came to be.
Perfect. So I was actually born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh.
Most of my family, though, is here in the actual Rocky Mount area, Research Triangle Park area.
Nice.
So I've definitely got ties here locally. I actually grew up in Virginia. Did most of my schooling there. Went to Hampton University, got my electrical engineering degree.
Nice.
After that, worked for the government for a bit. Out in Indiana, D.C., Tampa, Florida. But actually brought it back here to the Research Triangle Park area and back to this area because family was here. So, well traveled, but my heart has always been in philanthropy, giving back, and Carolina Strive is exactly what we do.
So what is the idea behind this? Like a lot of times people, and I want to tell your story leading into it.
Sure.
Sometimes people, you obviously talking, you've had that spirit of giving, obviously, as part of who you are.
Yeah.
Was there a moment for you to wake up one morning and, I don't know, either God put something on your heart or you just felt something that led you to say, this is what I want to do and this is why I want to do it?
I'll be completely honest. It's kind of been put in when I was a young boy. My grandfather was one of the most giving people. James Wright Sr., one of the most giving people here in this particular area. Heart of gold. And I really patterned a lot of things after him, so I got it kind of honest. My father, Michael Jerome Wright Sr., was a great figure around here, dealing with sports and with the community. And, it just kind of came naturally to me to be able to make a difference and be a part of, pushing things forward as far as the community is concerned. The economy and things of that nature. So it was just natural for me.
There you go. What were some of the early challenges? Anytime you start something, there's always challenges. Maybe not necessarily adversity all the time, but there's challenges to getting anything started. What were maybe some of the early challenges that you faced? What did you do to overcome those, and where are you today with that effort?
Well, definitely early challenges, getting people to listen to kind of the big picture and the point that you have, right? When you're starting something new, and I think anybody can attest to this, right? You want to grab an ear. You want somebody to just give you an opportunity to lay out what your project is, your plan is, and sometimes just getting in front of the right people.
There you go.
And I got to thank the man above for being able to let me get in front of the right people to express Carolina Strive, right? 3 things that we're big on. Promoting health and wellness, instilling excellence in education, and cultural diversity, integrity, values, and morals.
Awesome.
Once I was getting in front of the right people, like our community partners, right?
Yeah.
The City of Rocky Mount Parks and Recreation Department, Chamber of Commerce, the Police Department, the Fire Department, WHIG-TV.
There you go.
Just name a few of the ones, OIC, I can't forget those. Forget them. And, YMCA, things of that nature. It really started to hit home, and now it's taken off over the past year and a half.
So what can people in the community do to support it, and what is the overall vision on a day-to-day basis? what do you and your group do in the community, for the community, and also how can regular members of that community support you as a whole?
Well, I think the biggest piece for us is we're all about giving back.
Okay.
So we're establishing a Michael J. Wright Senior Scholarship Program.
Okay.
So donations of that nature that could be written off. We are a nonprofit 501c3.
Nice.
So that gives us an opportunity to invest back into the youth, right?
Okay.
We focus in on the ages 8 to 18.
Oh.
That's our sweet spot.
Nice.
Males and females.
Okay.
The AAU athletic film is kind of where we're at with promoting health and wellness right now. As far as the academic portion of what we do, early career development services. We team up the Department of Public Instruction. There's career fields that we're pushing, STEM, of course, IT, the medical field, architecture, performing arts, things of that nature. We want to get them engaged in that pretty early. So companies that can invest in that, whether it's equipment that can help us, get them exposed to those particular career fields earlier and help them make decisions along the way, that helps out. And lastly, that cultural diversity, integrity, values, and morals. We're big on critical thinking, decision making, right? These are the things we think build well-rounded citizens with life skills. So participating in our events, we've done track meets, we did a golf tournament, we've done a 5K for cancer. So, we've got a wealth of things that we do. We ask the people participate, go online, take a look at what we've got going on, donate. Write that off, obviously, and we're looking for more community partners and sponsors. That's particularly how people can get involved and bringing their family members to be a part of it as well.
I would imagine, Michael, as you have done this, that the rewards of seeing how lives are blessed and how lives are changed, whether it's youth getting more confidence in education, whether it's giving a family something that they would have never received. Talk a little bit about that. I have always thought that Rocky Mount was we've got our issues, as any town does, but one thing I can honestly say, this is one of the most giving communities I have ever seen. I'm proud to say that I have lived here pretty much my entire life. Talk about some of the feelings, the rewards that you have seen, and I imagine that's what makes it all worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Talk about that a little bit. Maybe there's an experience that you could share, a particular thing that just really, really warmed your heart, because I want people to see when you participate in things like this, it truly, truly blesses lives.
Well, I'll tell you, my father, most people are familiar with the Carolina Stallions. They started back in 2002, a semi-professional football team here in this area. Ran from 2002 to 2019. A lot of things that they were able to accomplish just as a semi-professional football organization. My father, again, like I stated before, was big on community. Well, he got struck down with cancer. And, one of the things that was dear to me was we created something to be able to give back to cancer patients from a research and treatment standpoint. I'll be completely honest with you. Watching the Carolina Stallions hand out scholarships to some of those kids to go off to any collegiate institution that they wanted to further their academic pursuit warmed my heart. And I think it was really something that I definitely wanted to continue with Carolina Strive. Also, teaming up with entities like UNC Health, being able to donate to their cancer research and treatment over there, because there's a lot of things that go in between that research and treatment. There's still transportation. There's still medical equipment.
Emotional
there's different
support.
things. Absolutely. And being able to contribute to that definitely is one of those feel-good moments for us, obviously, as an organization, that we want to continue partnering with them to do different things and other organizations as well. So that'll be one of the main things, being able to say, hey, we've done enough throughout the year or two to be able to say, hey, we can push back into our community as far as a healthcare standpoint and from a school standpoint. With the elementary schools, we're looking to get some STEM programs set up with some of the area intimates. So we're super excited about
that. Is amazing. And I'm blown away with how much you guys do. One of the things that you are focused on right now, I know you're doing many things, is something that we have, I started promoting this for you yesterday, Project Giveback.
Yes.
From Carolina Strive. Talk to us a little bit about what that focus is, what people can do to be involved right now. It's the Christmas season. I talked a little bit about, people, there are people that will wake up and think to themselves, I don't know if I can give my kids anything for and they work hard, they try, they're doing everything they can, but it's just not working for them.
That's right.
Tell us about Project Giveback, what it is, how people can be involved in that, and maybe helping someone that wouldn't have a great Christmas this year, maybe lighten them up a little bit.
Well, a Christmas miracle. Everybody wants to either be that Christmas miracle, be a part of that entire process, and that's no different with Carolina Strive. The Food Bank of Eastern North Carolina, we actually teamed up with them last year to do this, but a newcomer this year is the Edgecombe County Department of Social Services. Can't say enough about them working with us on this. Project Giveback was a catchy name because it is a project.
I like it.
Right, it is a project. But what we've done, some of our community partners like the OIC, the YMCA, City of Rocky Mount Parks and Recreation Department has given us the opportunity to put up donation receptacles at their particular locations. Now, at those locations, we're collecting clothing items, toys, obviously, for boys, girls, toddlers. And we're also going to be getting some food donations in order to provide to Edgecombe County Department of Social Services. We're looking to actually support about 600 families this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we're stretching the limits to be that miracle.
Wow.
And anybody that wants to participate, that's the beauty of this, they can visit those locations. They're clearly marked there. You'll see a big poster sign there. You'll see the project there with a couple of people standing there with goggles on, because it is a project. So we wanted to make it catchy. But yeah, every little bit helps with this, and we wanted to make some kids smile that may otherwise would not have. And what better way to do that with these entities that we've teamed up with in these community partners.
And Michael, like I say, I appreciate your love and enthusiasm. It's obvious that you have that spirit about you. And as I think about this, it warms my heart because, like I say, I know that the true way that folks get into the real spirit of Christmas is by having a giving attitude.
Correct.
I firmly believe that. And that's something we try to teach our children. From a young, it's okay to get some things like the spirit of Christmas, but I've always tried to teach the kids. Let's find somebody you can do something for.
Correct.
If you really want to get in the real spirit and enjoy Christmas, then find somebody to do something for. And so. Michael Wright, Executive Director of Carolina Strive, has been my guest during this segment. Look, I thank you for coming in here and bringing your energy. I appreciate your partnership. I'm glad that we can provide a little bit of help. I hope that there's many people that are watching us today that look at this and say, I want to help them. I want to help them. How can they contact you directly? What information do you want to give out? If they have any questions, a business that wants to sponsor, a business that wants to, just anybody in the community, is there a way that you would prefer people reach out to maybe you or your office or anything?
Well, the simplest way is to go directly to our website, www.carolinastrive.com. Has all that information there about donating, becoming a sponsor, any current events that we've got going on, any type of events that we've done. Like I said, we've done an AAU track invitational already. We actually did our actual Youth Invest Build Tomorrow golf tournament. We've done our 5K, Rise Up, Run Over Cancer, and obviously we're doing our Project Giveback right now. Be on the lookout for some other things coming up next year. We're super excited. Other community partners are coming on board, more sponsors, but that would be the easiest way, obviously. We're on all social media platforms, obviously Instagram, Facebook. Get up there and like us, follow us. Definitely we're looking to pull that way, but that's the easiest way. But myself personally, you can call our 800 number. Obviously, we've got a great board. I can't be remiss without mentioning them, of directors that have done a fantastic job, worked tirelessly to come up with different ideas to make sure we stay out there in the public.
Like say it takes a village, right?
People, right?
It takes a village.
But definitely, our toll-free number is 814-2696. Some people just like to talk, and we'll be able to do that as well. That's a great way to get a hold of us. But other than that, social media, reach out to us. We love to have you and appreciate your support.
Absolutely. Social media is the way to do everything now, right? Like you either love it or hate it. Like when it's my kids at dinner time or hanging out with the family, you're like, get off that, you know. But
then you turn around, you kind of look.
I know, but then for reasons like then you see the good in it because it does bring so much. Michael, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Absolutely a pleasure to have you. Michael Wright, Executive Director of Carolina Strive, my guest. We wish you nothing but the absolute best. Merry Christmas to you and everybody that your family and everyone you work with. Sure. We will be right back after a commercial break, a final look at weather. I'll wrap things up. You're watching the Live Morning Show brought to you by Don Bullock Chevrolet.
Happy holidays.